What's up, guys? So today we're taking a look at a new Olight, or at least a new color. This is the Olight M2R Pro Warrior, and this one is an OD green. They're doing a flash sale on this very cool, limited green coloration for St. Patrick's Day. Makes sense, right? Cool green one. I really like this color. I'm not sure. I'm looking at the viewfinder, looking at the light. It looks like it's picking up in the camera how I'm seeing it in person. It's kind of a really rich, almost like a lightly grayish green color. It's not like a straight hunter green to me. It's not straight OD green either, even though they're calling it OD green. It's just a really cool, I guess take on a dark green. But very nice light. If you're not familiar with the light, it's got a ton of different options. See, there's a tail clicky, which also has a magnetic bottom for your charging cable. All right, so simple USB charging system there. It is running on a different battery. This one is, of course, a lithium, but it's not an 18650. This one is a 21700. All right, 3.6 volt, 5000 milliamp hour. Very simple to charge with the USB. The pocket clip that's on this is swappable, which I really like. Although I'm going to take it off, okay? It does come with a nice little sheath. And I got a new firearm, which I'm going to talk about in the future. I'm going to be pocket carrying for a little bit, trying that out. So because my belt is going to be available, since I'm not carrying the full-size pistol anymore, at least for the near future, I'm going to try to carry this on the sheath. All right, just changing it up. Usually when I have a large flash like this and I'm actually carrying it, it's going to be in the pocket. It's going to be clipped in the pocket, more than likely. They've been a little bit hit and miss with these clips. I know one or two generations of the double position clips were a little bit weak. Some people had some issues with them bending out and stuff. It seems like they fixed it. I mean, I don't think this has an issue. It seems like it has plenty of springiness. Even if I go way out here, it's going to pop off before it actually bends. Let me go grab that now. Hold on a second. All right, I'm back. So no damage to the pocket clip, as you saw, popped off before it actually was going to bend out or, hyperextend, which is very nice. These seem like whatever issue they were having, seems like they really fixed it. It's not going to easily bend anyway. But what's interesting too is on this particular light, there are two different positions, okay, these rings that are kind of cut into the body of the light that allow you to swap the position of the pocket clip. I really like this. In this case, I'm actually going to be carrying it, in the sheath, but if I want to use a pocket clip, it's nice to have it so that I can have it with the tail clicky up or the head up. A lot of flashlights come like this. I don't necessarily like this when I'm clipping a light to my pocket. I don't want the business end up. I want it down. If nothing else at all, because dust and dirt and stuff is going to collect on the lens, and obviously when you use a light, it's going to project that. It's going to get dirty. So I would prefer the button to be up as opposed to the head of the light. All right, so it's nice that you actually have the option to snap it on either way. All right, this is how it comes with the head up, or you can pop the clip off. All right, you can put it the opposite direction. Okay, and that's what I did. Now I do like the clip to be opposite of the button on the side. All right, so just position it like this. So it's actually very comfortable in the hand. You can kind of wrap your fingers around that. I just like that there's that option. A lot of flashlights don't come with that. Okay, so pretty cool. There is a striking bezel on this if you happen to use this for, self-defense. Striking something, any hard surface, bone, skull, it's not going to feel good at all. But also the functional part of that is that when the light's on and rested down on the table, you can see that it's on. Okay, it does allow the light to come out. Now when the light is on, there is a power indicator within the side button, which is very nice. I do really like the fact that this functions both with the side switch or the tail clicky independently. So you can just use a side switch to turn on, hold the button, cycle through the modes, or you can use the tail clicky. So depending on how you want to grip your light, you can use it both ways. The tail clicky is, very tactical in a lot of ways. You could do a constant on just by a single quick press. You could do momentary on by like kind of a half press here, and then pushing forward more, you'll feel it click and it'll go higher. It's just, there's a lot of different options as a light. The actual light is nothing new. A lot of people are probably familiar or already own an M2 Pro Warrior. This is just the newest color. But just in case you haven't seen this light before, here's a quick, I'll give you a zoom on the paperwork here. Here's all the specs. All right, scan down so you can see the modes, outputs, and runtimes and such. All right. I really like the light a lot. This is not the first M2R Pro that I've had. But this is obviously the first time seeing this color, and I just really like the color. So their whole deal is normally they're going to sell this light for $120, but they do the 40% off thing. So this would be $80. And by the way, I'm rounding up with these prices, not down. So it's a couple cents less than I'm actually saying. But you figure 80 bucks for just this light. But Olight is extremely smart in doing the bundle deals. So for $83, you also get this light. I already put on my keychain, which is awesome. This is also a new coloration. But anyway, the light here is in I1R2 EOS. This one is in the Desert Tan. It's a very, very interesting light, which I'm going to talk about in the future. But I did just swap this to my keys. You guys probably saw that video yesterday. Just awesome. I think this is putting out 150 something lumens. 3 times what I had on there before with that night core. So it is really smart of them to bundle it that way, especially at those prices. I mean, if they were to say, hey, an extra $10, an extra $15, you can get this cool light on sale. No, it's literally an extra $3. I don't really see who wouldn't do that, but you'll save $3 if you don't want the other light. But anyway, this sale is only for tomorrow, March 13th, 2020. Like I said, the whole big deal is this new coloration. So obviously, if you collect flashlights, this will be very interesting to you. If you were kind of on the fence on the M2R Pro Warrior, but just don't like black or whatever, this is a very, very cool option. Anyway, just a quick heads up on that. If you guys were interested in a new flashlight, or if you happen to collect them, there is a brand new color for the M2R Pro Warrior, which is very cool. I am definitely digging the keychain light. So we'll talk about that more in the future, as well as how this works out for my EDC in carrying this on the belt with the sheath. It's something that I've done sporadically. Since I got into flashlights in the beginning, I really did prefer carrying this size flashlight in the pocket. But once in a while, I do carry it in the sheath just for testing purposes. But because I do carry a full-size firearm on one side, I don't like starting to build up a bunch of chunky things all around my waist. My waist by itself is chunky enough. So I start feeling like a cop. I've mentioned that before. It feels like I have a duty belt with a bunch of things hanging off of it. But because I do have a new firearm that I'm going to be pocket carrying occasionally, I will free up the belt space for testing stuff like this, maybe full-size, multi-tools. Does kind of open the options up for me to carry larger things on the belt now. But anyway, that's it for now. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. If you happen to already have an M2R Pro Warrior, let everyone know down in the comments what you think of it. But it's a pretty cool light, very versatile. More so for the gearheads, out there with all the different options and modes and stuff. It's definitely a more complex flashlight. But at 80 bucks, it's a pretty darn good deal. And for $83 to get the extra keychain light, that's a smoking deal. So like I said, Olight's pretty smart with putting these bundles together and doing these, holiday packages and stuff. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. Hopefully you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.